Is all this really necessary? Sophie gloated. You escaped once under our watch, Alpa pointed out. She twisted her fingers and the ewe as Sophie's chest pinned closer. We'll return you to Camelot and seal you in the dungeons until it's time for you to wed the one true king. I always wondered how you could control his ills, said Sophie coolly. Until I realized you have his blood too. Waffle's sisters, Japheth's aunts. You have access to his magic. Too bad magic can't save you. Not from what's coming. She summoned the wickedest grin she could, but the mistress saw through it. Sends word to the king that you have been found in falsehoods prowling around a house hit by a sword, Bethna said. Didn't take long for him to figure out which house this was. Outside, Sophie could see Lance Ming's message vanished from the sky. He's on his way to the Grimling place now, said Omida. Fitting, isn't it? Tejas once thought Excalibur was his by right. Now you'll lop off his head. But what to do with that head? Auction is to the highest bidder, Bethna proposed. Monks is in the king's chamber, Alpa offered. Send it to Agatha in a box, said Omida. Sophie swallowed at her nausea. Once Tejas is dead and the last ring in the king's hands, then the wedding will resume, said Alpa. King Ryan and Queen Sophie finally united. Queen for a night at least, then a return to the dungeons, where you'll never again see the light of day. There'll be no wedding. You hobbits foot the trolls, Sophie snarled. And with no wedding, there's no one true king. That's the snake's only path to the Storian's powers. My blood with his. Me and his queen. Like his father Waffle needed me. And just like Waffle, he'll never get me. Don't think you'll have a say in the matter, Alpa replied. The scream floated up from Sophie's chest to her head, cleaving into 2 ears, then 3, then 4, past the 2 spear into her ears, her mouth, her nose. This time, we'll use more than 2, said Bethna. The screams rejoined, aiming back at Sophie's heart. She pursed her lips and returned her focus outside the window, protecting and unruffled the calm. But inside, her bones had gone cold. Japheth was on his way to Chadwick's house to win the 3rd test. Tejas was in Avalon with Agatha, likely with the crew where the sword was. Sophie was their only hope, and yet there she was, back in the hands of her old captors. Think, Sophie. She was trapped in a carriage at screen points, walled in by soldiers, outnumbered 100 to 1. But every fairy tale had a moment like this, with good beaten by evil, until good found a way to escape by the grace of true love. But Sophie wasn't good, and no one was coming to save her, because she didn't have a true love. She picked at her dress, praying that it might help, the way it has so many times, but it shrank from the scream, as if Evelyn's spirit was on her side. So why had it helped Sophie before? Sophie thought about the moments the dress had come to her rescue, breaking her out of Camelot, hiding her in the woods, fronting the Empress' geese, all times when the snake was far away. Then she thought about the instances the dress failed her, when the snake killed the sheriff, or when the snake attacked her in the wizardry, or now, when the scream held her hostage. All times when the snake or his ills were near. In a flash, Sophie understood. Evelyn's dress only helped her when it wouldn't get caught, because Evelyn's spirit was afraid of her son. This son. Back when Ryan was king, Evelyn's dress was a loyal henchman, binding Sophie like a puppet. Because Evelyn loved Ryan, she wanted Ryan to become the one true king, even if it means him marrying Sophie, the bride of Evelyn's once true love, the girl responsible for Evelyn's death. Because with Ryan as king, Evelyn knew she would get a second chance at life. She trusted her son to bring her back. Ryan, not Japheth. Which is why the moment Japheth killed Ryan, the dress elegance changed. Evelyn knew what Japheth was. She knew what he had done to his brother. He had to be punished. But Japheth couldn't get a sniff of what she was up to. So his mother's ghost took her time. Slowly, carefully, the dress began helping his bride, each time out of the snake's sight, until the time came at last when Sophie could see that Japheth's mother wasn't loyal to Japheth. She was loyal to the girl trying to kill him. The dress's white throat softened, caressing her like rose petals. Before the eel sensed the something afoot and pierced into the silk, grazing Sophie's skin. Instantly, the dress stiffened like a strict jacket, afraid for its own preservation. Loyalty could only go so far, it seemed. For now, Sophie was on her own. They rode deeper into the woods, past the evergreen edges of the steam forests, into the autumn hues of Camelot's Wood, the king's castle only a few miles away. Dusk thickened, embers of sun widening to dark shadows around the hills of buried place. Trees began to tremble, the scufflings of metal echoing to the east.